Hi, welcome back to our channel. It is
Christmas time.
Maybe you feel overwhelmed, the to-do lists are never ending. You are not alone. So stay with us until the end of this video. We'll help you find hope in this Christmas season.
Navigating Christmas with toddlers or preschoolers,
Or even teenagers.
teenagers too, can be challenging. Those bad behaviors flaring up or bad attitudes, and you ask yourself, do they even know how to use a fork and a knife? Or what about the great invention of a napkin?
Yeah, and unwrapping those gifts, such a great time and we love it, but we're so often embarrassed about the behavior of our kids because we're expecting a thank you that never comes.
And what about your 5-year-old that rips open somebody else's gift and screams because you take it away from them?
What else at the Christmas season? Broken glass, broken new toys that your kid just received and a couple of minutes later it's already broken in pieces. And those are real life situations we all go through or went through as parents. And it's not something we found on internet. It's tempting to unleash in the midst of the chaos all your parenting demands, but it's crucial to wait.
Wait for the holiday season to be over because that's not the time when you teach your children. So absolutely apologize if your child opened up a gift of somebody else's or broke a glass or anything else. And if you need to, take your child discreetly on the side to address something. But most importantly, make mental notes or go and write the things down that frustrated you the most, because like that, you can address them after the holiday season.
In basically a non-conflict situation.
We have learned to embrace those times, though they are very embarrassing, let's be honest, but take them as opportunities to teach your children after the holiday season.
Yeah, and I think it's so important during those times we have so much shame because we have all the eyes of, for example, the family owners, and we parent not very well during this time. So it's always better to wait to parent in a non-conflict situation. So actually very simple. When Christmas is over, when everything is settled, take it back step by step.
But do it, because we tend to forget. So what we do first is think about, have we ever taught them in a non-conflict situation? Like using fork and knife. Do you usually just tell them when they do it wrongly? Or have you taken the time to teach them appropriately? Or secondly, just maybe you've taught them, but is there a new lesson because they've become older and they maybe need new information? Is there a new lesson you can teach them?
If you find yourself dealing with those issues only in moments of conflict,
don't be ashamed.
There's a better way. As we mentioned before, take a step back and teach them in non-conflict situations.
Because that's the way they learn the best. Or do you remember when your father or your mother was super irritated, frustrated, and maybe raised their voice? Did you learn in those moments the lesson?
I think one of the problems is, for us as parents, we very often expect our children to know the rules, even if we didn't take appropriate time to teach them.
For example, table manners. After all, we're eating 3 times a day together. Shouldn't they just magically pick that up?
Actually, not really, because very often it was only during conflict situations that we have been teaching them or, elevating our voice instead of taking time in a non-conflict situation.
So what we would usually do as a family, because we would have one teachable moment minimum per week with our preschoolers, is to take that opportunity from Christmas. We've learned it's an opportunity, so we'll embrace it. So in January, we would address the issue.
The issue that happened during Christmas.
Because you took a mental note and you remember, and now you're not frustrated anymore, so you can teach your children now. Take 30 minutes an afternoon, set the table nicely.
It has to be fun. Cook something, for example, that they love, that the experience is an experience where they can dwell in learning something new.
And that's a key to really make it joyful and fun. Additionally, another advice is to never say, we're teaching you this because you showed such bad behavior during Christmas or wherever else it was, because you would just like steal their joy. So here we go. We wish you a very Merry Christmas to you and your entire family. And remember, if anything frustrates you during the Christmas season, take a deep breath and don't forget to ask yourself, did I ever teach my child in a non-conflict situation? If you didn't, just write it down and address it in January. We will for sure speak about teachable moments in other videos because it's such a vast topic.
And again, if you found that video insightful, join us weekly for practical and life-giving insight in this beautiful journey called parenting. All right, bye.